What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today we have a full review of the new Maverik RX3 gloves. So this is the newest glove from Maverik, the highest end glove that Maverik offers right now, and they are the successor of the NX3 glove, which was used a couple years ago. We reviewed it as well. It was a really nice glove, and this is the next one up. So they have the M3, which is their lower level at $130, and then the new RX3, which is their highest level glove at $180. That's a high price point, but that's what the most elite gloves in the market are commanding these days, and these are really nice. So they come in 12-inch and 13-inch. These are the 13-inch pair that we have here, and they come in a couple of different colors. They got white, black, gray, red, royal, and navy. So here I've got the royals, the grays, and the fresh whites. Usually I rock fresh white, but I really like this gray pair. But today we're going to take a look at the royals. So starting with the look of these gloves, they are really nice. That's kind of what you want when you're spending $180 on gloves. They really add a lot of high-end finishes, make it look like a really expensive high-end glove. So got two different finishes on the front. Got like a honeycomb shiny finish going down the middle, up through here, and on the cuff. And on the sides, more matte, kind of metallic finish. It's just plain leather. They're monochromatic, so the royal's gonna be all royal, red's gonna be all red, white's gonna be all white. And it has white accents around here with this plastic, and then around the vents, kind of metal looking Maverik symbol there, and here on the cuff. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple looking glove, but really high end, really classy, and really clean. So obviously the most important thing when you're looking at a glove is fit, comfort, feel, control, how broken it is right away. And so these, we've been talking about this for a while with pretty much all the gloves, but as far as the 13-inch glove goes, this is the smallest 13-inch glove I have ever put on. And I think they did this on purpose to really give it a more contoured feel, make it tight to your hand so you're not floating around in there. When you tend to float around in the glove, it leaves spots where your fingers can become exposed because they just don't fit quite right. So these are smaller, more tight fitting, more form fitting, but if you're someone that doesn't have enormous hands, this definitely works. So they fit my hands pretty well. I'm about 5'10", pretty average size hands, and they fit me well. I'm definitely noticing the fit helps because a lot of times in gloves my fingers will stick out at the ends here just because they don't fit quite right. When they pull down, they stick out. These fit really well. As far as comfort, right out of the box, fingers are perfect, nice mobility, and the thumb is definitely my favorite part. You can see they've split the padding down the middle vertically here, as well as the horizontal splits, and that just lets the pad contour to your thumb a little bit. This is one place I've had a lot of problems with other gloves where this one fits exceptionally well, and the thumb is very important when you're playing lacrosse. So this is probably my favorite lacrosse glove thumb. In the wrist, you have pretty good mobility. You see here there's a lot of padding stacked up on the wrist, which is important because that's a place you take a lot of checks. So they have one cuff here, and then actually a second cuff, and then your floating wrist protection. So that's a little unusual. There's usually not that much cuff padding, and it is a little stiff when you're going backwards, but this does flare out a lot and has a lot of mobility with the double split and the triple split, so it does work out pretty well in the end. And then the cuff here is fully floating, so you can see there's only two attachment points, one on the side here and one on the side here, so that has much more mobility than some cuffs which have a full connector, which I really like. The palm is really nice. This is what we've seen a lot of companies move to, is this Axe Suede, which, as we mentioned in the Under Armour Command review, is a material meant specifically for gloves, developed by a third-party company, meant to feel like leather, but it's meant to be much more comfortable, broken in, and more durable. So very simple palm, all that Axe Suede material with just one double layer strip here where the stick's going to give you the most friction, wear through the gloves more quickly. And ventilation, starting at the palm, has some ventilation in each finger. Again, usually with an all leather palm you're going to have much less ventilation, so they put some holes in throughout. Not the most holes I've seen, but definitely enough to ventilate it. And on the top you've got great vents here, so really long ones that go straight all the way through. They have a hole in the liner for them, so you get ventilation all the way through on the top of the palm. And then here it looks like there's a vent, but that's not really ventilating anything, honestly, because that's on top of three cuffs, so that vent is more or less just for show. So I can see these being a little bit on the toastier side for gloves, but they do have their 37.5 liner, which is specifically meant to wick sweat and keep your hands cooler. For protection, which is obviously very important for gloves, these are great. They have a couple different features that I really like for the protection. So the first is that contoured fit and feel. The way they've done the vertical lines in this glove really makes it kind of collapse around your hand this way, as opposed to a lot of companies have the vertical lines going this way, so it's more flexible this way, but your hand really does curve this way, and it really fits tightly around the top of your hand. Really thick, heavy padding in the middle here, and again that thumb, I really like the padding there because it does contour to your fingers well. They added their Pour-On XRD foam, which is some technology borrowed from Cascade. This is actually what they use in the R helmets in the crown to absorb high energy impacts. They have a cool little thing where they drop a marble in it, and it literally doesn't bounce at all. It just deadens all the impact. So that's right here through the thumb and index finger. You can see they have it see-through there, but it is the index finger and the thumb. Place you're gonna have the most impact, and that padding really does have a lot of technology. Borrowed from Cascade's helmet technology, obviously, where it's very important. So protection, again, the cuff, like I mentioned, a lot of padding there. I don't think you're gonna have any problems getting hit in the wrist because you got double layers of padding. So overall, loving the protection of this glove, and a lot of that's attributed to that Poron XRD and the comfort, fit, and feel. So overall, we love this glove at the office. I love the look. The monochromatic with the metallic is really sick. The feel, the comfort, fit is one of my favorite that I've ever felt in gloves, especially that thumb. Can't get over how much I love how comfortable that thumb is right out of the box. So overall, for a high-end glove, this is a great pick. $180 is expensive, but you definitely get what you're paying here with the Maverik RX3. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think of this glove down in the comments. Make sure to like it if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.